the famous ringed planet of our solar system.
The James Webb Space Telescope measured how fast the universe is expanding.
The space is infinite.
We knew that the James Webb Space Telescope would find interesting stuff.
And well, there's always a chance that you come across something that will blow your mind and give you goosebumps.
Ceers 1019, which came into existence just over 570 million years after the Big Bang.
Today, let's take a look at the craziest James Webb Telescope discovery. Yet will give you goosebumps. Let's get right into it. Number 1. Solar System. The James Webb Space Telescope is wowing the world with stunning new images of our solar system's planets, and the latest snapshots of Uranus and Jupiter are nothing short of spectacular. Starting with Uranus, the JWST's images showcase the planet's dramatic rings and some eye-catching features in its atmosphere. The infrared image, which combines data from 2 filters, reveals Uranus in a captivating blue hue, making it look like a cosmic gem floating in space.
Star attractions in the images, the rings and the moon.
Then there's Jupiter, the giant of our solar system. The JWST has captured incredible details, from the iconic Great Red Spot to the dazzling auroras at the poles. The image even shows high clouds, haze, Jupiter's faint rings, and 2 of its moons. One of the highlights is a false-color composite image that paints the bottom half of Jupiter in shades of blue and green, giving it an otherworldly glow. But the JWST didn't stop there. It spotted a high-speed jet stream on Jupiter that's over 3,000 miles wide, zooming at a mind-blowing speed of about 320 miles per hour. This jet stream is a new discovery, demonstrating the JWST's impressive sensitivity and its ability to show new aspects of our planetary neighbors. Number 2. K218b. The James Webb Space Telescope has scored a cosmic jackpot, finding abundant life-supporting molecules in the atmosphere of the exoplanet K218b, a mere 120 light-years away in the constellation Leo. K218b isn't your average planet. It's a super-Earth, larger than Earth, but not quite as hefty as the gas giants in our solar system.
But despite the excitement, the team found that the uninhabitable, gas-rich exoplanet.
You can think of it as the Goldilocks of planets, just the right size to be intriguing. It orbits a cool dwarf star and, thanks to its unique size and composition, falls into the sub-Neptune category. JWST's stellar sleuthing revealed the presence of carbon-bearing molecules like methane and carbon dioxide in K218b's atmosphere. The abundance of these molecules, coupled with a distinct lack of ammonia, suggests this exoplanet might have a hydrogen-rich atmosphere and possibly even a water-ocean-covered surface. This type of world, known as a Haitian world, is considered a top contender in the hunt for alien life. But wait, there's more! JWST also hinted at the possible presence of dimethyl sulfide, a molecule that on Earth is produced by life. Although more observations are needed to confirm this tantalizing clue, the possibility has scientists buzzing with excitement. Number 3. Smallest object. The James Webb Space Telescope has made a surprising and crazy discovery by detecting a small asteroid in the main asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. This asteroid, estimated to be between 100 and 200 meters in size, is about the same size as the Colosseum in Rome, making it one of the smallest objects ever detected by the JWST. Researchers were observing a much larger asteroid, 1998 BC1, when they noticed a faint object moving in the background. This small asteroid is likely a remnant from the formation of our solar system over 4.5 billion years ago, making it a valuable target for studying the early history and evolution of the solar system. Detecting asteroids of this size is extremely challenging because they are much fainter and harder to spot than larger objects. However, the JWST's incredible sensitivity allowed it to spot this tiny asteroid from over 100 million kilometers away. Number 4. Distant galaxies. In its early observation campaign, the James Webb Space Telescope captured deep-field images revealing galaxies nearly as massive as the Milky Way and filled with mature red stars. These galaxies, which appear as tiny reddish dots, date back to a mere 500 to 700 million years after the Big Bang, when our universe was just a baby. This discovery is baffling astronomers.
The ratio at which dark matter and normal matter exists is part of our standard model. And these galaxies seem to have too much normal matter.
They expected early galaxies to be small and young, not big and mature. Previous observations, like those from the Hubble Space Telescope, typically found small, blue baby galaxies. However, the galaxies in JWST's images are not only bigger than expected, but also much older. Before rewriting the textbooks, astronomers need to confirm these findings. Could these red dots be something else entirely? Perhaps stars in the early universe emitted light differently, or maybe our current models of star formation don't apply to these ancient times. Number 5. Universe expansion rate. The debate over the universe's expansion rate, known as the Hubble tension, has always been a heated debate. Scientists can't agree on how fast our cosmos is stretching out. The Hubble constant, which measures this expansion, has yielded different results depending on how it's measured. Observations of the cosmic microwave background by the Planck satellite suggest a rate of 67.4 kDs/s/MMPC. Meanwhile, measurements using supernovae as standard candles, like those by the SH0ES team led by Nobel laureate Adam Rees, indicate a higher value of around 74 kWm/s/MPC. Enter the James Webb Space Telescope, the new kid on the cosmic block, hoping to settle the score.
They eagerly awaited the results from the James Webb Space Telescope, hoping the infrared observatory would resolve the crisis.
JWST observed Cepheid variable stars to try and resolve the tension. But instead of clearing things up, JWST's data has only deepened the debate. Rees emphasizes that this isn't just a minor quibble. The discrepancy has crossed the 5 sigma threshold, which in physics usually signals a discovery of something new. If the Hubble constant is indeed higher than the standard cosmological model predicts, it suggests we might need new physics to explain the universe's accelerated expansion. Number 6. Black hole. The James Webb Space Telescope has broken new ground, providing crazy insights into the formation and early growth of some of the universe's first supermassive black holes. JWST has peered back in time to observe 2 early galaxies from when the universe was less than 1 billion years old. These galaxies revealed starlight that hints at the presence of supermassive black holes. These black holes are thought to be among the first to emerge in the universe, and they've already packed on some serious mass, often millions or billions of times that of the Sun. Number 7. Organic molecules. Astronomers using the James Webb Space Telescope have discovered complex organic molecules, similar to smoke or smog, in a distant galaxy. This galaxy, over 12 billion light-years away, just so happens to line up almost perfectly with another galaxy only 3 billion light-years away from our viewpoint on Earth. In the JWST's false color image, the foreground galaxy is shown in blue, while the background galaxy glows red, and the organic molecules are highlighted in orange. Back in June, astronomers revealed that JWST detected these fascinating carbon-based molecules, similar to those found in oil and coal deposits on Earth from over 12 billion years ago, when the universe was just 10% of its current age. In space, these molecules attach to tiny dust grains. Previously, spotting them was like finding a needle in a cosmic haystack due to telescope limitations. But JWST, it makes looking for organic molecules look like a piece of cake, as Texas A&M astronomer Justin Spilker pointed out. Number 8. Mistys Galaxy. This blurry orange blob, snapped by the JWST in the summer of 2022, is Mistys Galaxy. In August 2023, astronomers revealed that it's one of the earliest galaxies ever discovered. This cosmic relic dates back to when the universe was just a wee 390 million years old, making it one of the 4 oldest galaxies we've ever laid eyes on. Stephen Finkelstein, an astronomer at the University of Texas at Austin, put it best. This was the undiscovered frontier where we really didn't know how the galaxies formed or what they looked like until we went and looked for them with the JWST. Mistys Galaxy takes us on a wild ride back to the universe's infancy, filling in some serious gaps in our cosmic knowledge. Number 9. Sears 1019. The James Webb Space Telescope has scored a cosmic home run by spotting the most distant active supermassive black hole ever seen. This black hole is chilling in a galaxy called Sears 1019, which formed just 570 million years after the Big Bang. That's like finding a cosmic relic from the universe's toddler years. This black hole has a mass of about 9 million suns. While that's pretty hefty, it's on the smaller side compared to other supermassive black holes from the early universe, which usually weigh in at over 1 billion suns. So it's kind of like discovering a black hole with a small but mighty badge. What's got researchers scratching their heads is how this little giant grew so massive so quickly. It's a real cosmic mystery, given that it formed just a blink after the Big Bang. Number 10. Aztec C71. The James Webb Space Telescope has unearthed a cosmic ghost story. Meet Aztec C71, an ancient elusive galaxy that was previously shrouded in a thick dust cloud and hidden from our view. This galaxy, seen as it was just 900 million years after the Big Bang, shows up in JWST's images as a faint, blurry red and green splotch floating in a black background. Its ghostly look is all thanks to the dense dust cloud that's been blocking most of its light in the visible spectrum. But fear not. JWST's powerful infrared instruments cut right through the dust, revealing Aztec C71 in all its ancient glory. This discovery is a big deal because it hints that there might be a whole bunch of other dusty, elusive galaxies from the early universe hiding out there, just waiting to be spotted. Astronomers are buzzing with excitement about this find. It could give us a peek into the formation of the first stars and galaxies, helping to piece together the early cosmic puzzle. As Jed McKinney from the University of Texas at Austin put it, this discovery potentially tells us there's a whole population of galaxies that have been hiding from us until now. Number 11. Dark stars. The James Webb Space Telescope has stumbled upon 3 intriguing objects that might just be cosmic rock stars. Literally. Astronomers revealed that JWST might have spotted 3 possible dark stars named with a nod to the Grateful Dead's tune Dark Star. These objects, initially pegged as galaxies by JWST in 2022, are now the talk of the cosmic town. When astronomers peered at the JWST data, they found 2 competing theories about these mysterious dots. The first theory is that they might be galaxies packed with millions of ordinary stars from the early universe. The second, more exciting possibility is that they are dark stars. And get this, one dark star could shine bright enough to rival an entire galaxy of regular stars. Dark stars are thought to be powered by dark matter, that elusive substance that makes up 85% of the universe's matter, but is totally invisible to our telescopes. If these dark stars are real, they could help solve the cosmic puzzle of how the universe, when it was still a baby, managed to grow so many large galaxies so quickly. Number 12. Galaxy evolution. The James Webb Space Telescope has just flipped our understanding of galaxy evolution on its head. Turns out, the earliest galaxies in the universe looked surprisingly like our very own Milky Way. That's right, these ancient cosmic wonders were strutting their stuff with spiral arms, bars, and rings, just like our familiar galactic neighbor. Astronomers used to think that the universe's earliest galaxies were just cosmic baby blobs, lacking any of the fancy features like spiral arms or rings. They figured these intricate structures would only start showing up about 6 billion years after the Big Bang.
It shines out from a young universe only 250 million years after the Big Bang. Back then, galaxies were raging storms of star formation due to the abundance of gas back then.
JGWST has found that galaxies flaunting these delicate shapes might have been around as early as 3.7 billion years after the Big Bang. Christopher Conselish, a professor of astronomy at the University of Manchester, summed it up perfectly. Based on our results, astronomers must rethink our understanding of the formation of the first galaxies and how galaxy evolution occurred over the past 10 billion years. So, it looks like our cosmic history just got a major upgrade, with some early galaxies sporting more style than we ever expected. Number 13. Jumbos. In the Orion Nebula, the James Webb Space Telescope has found a cosmic head-scratcher that's shaking up our understanding of how stars and planets come to be.
The Orion Nebula, a nebula 1,500 light-years from Earth.
Meet the Jumbos, short for Jupiter-mass binary objects. These aren't your average space rocks. They're planet-sized and come in pairs, floating around without a star in sight. Imagine having a cosmic buddy, but no star to orbit. Talk about a unique space arrangement. The big surprise? Astronomers never thought planetary-sized objects could team up like this. The usual theories about stars and planet formation don't cover these little guys. If they're born like planets, they shouldn't even be able to hang around after getting kicked out of their birthplaces. So, JWST's discovery is like finding a unicorn in a galaxy far, far away. So why are these jumbos causing such a stir? Well, one theory is they might have formed in parts of the nebula that were too wimpy to create full-fledged stars. Another idea is they started life near stars and were later tossed out into space. Either way, it's a wild twist in our cosmic tale. Thanks to JWST's super sharp eyes and its knack for peeking into the infrared, we're getting a front-row seat to these stellar oddballs. Number 14. The Ring Nebula. The Ring Nebula in Lyra is already known as one of the sky's most stunning planetary nebulae, showcasing the final act of sun-like stars. But the James Webb Space Telescope has turned the spotlight on this cosmic gem with a dazzling new view. JWST's images reveal the Ring Nebula in all its intricate glory, with about 20,000 clumps of molecular hydrogen adding to its vivid complexity.
The main structure of the nebula is a broad ring of nitrogen. That's the red ring you see.
What truly makes M57 pop in these new images are the 10 concentric arcs that extend beyond the main ring. Think of a cosmic hula hoop surrounded by a series of colorful ripples. Astronomers believe these arcs formed when the ejected gas from the dying star danced with a low-mass companion star orbiting at a distance similar to that between the Sun and Pluto. This interaction has left behind these mesmerizing arcs, adding an extra layer of beauty to an already spectacular nebula. Thanks to JWST, we're getting a front-row seat to this celestial masterpiece. Number 15. Disks. The James Webb Space Telescope is shaking up our understanding of how planets and possibly life itself might kick off in the universe. When it comes to planetary formation, JWST is like having a super-powered microscope that peers into the dusty, gaseous disks that surround young stars, revealing some cosmic secrets. Take the nearby star Fomalhaut, for instance. JWST spotted 3 nested belts of warm dust swirling around it, which hints that planets are at work shaping this cosmic disk. It's like finding the cosmic equivalent of tire tracks in the sand. But the excitement doesn't stop there. JWST also spotted water vapor in the inner disk of PDS-70, suggesting that any developing terrestrial planets there might have a cozy supply of water, essential for life as we know it. It's like discovering a future Earth's water supply in the making. Number 16, Cassiopeia A. Just 340 years ago, light from an exploding star hit Earth, showing the spectacular supernova remnant known as Cassiopeia A.
Cassiopeia measures about 13 light-years, or 76 trillion miles across, and is estimated to have exploded about 340 years ago as seen from Earth.
Today, we get to admire CA's A, a cosmic masterpiece stretching 10 light-years wide, boasting wispy tendrils of gas and a cloud of glowing dust. This dust is particularly fascinating because it's a key ingredient in the recipe for planets and life. Astronomers believe most cosmic dust forms from the heavy elements spewed out by supernovae, but they've struggled to explain why early galaxies were so dust-rich. Enter the James Webb Space Telescope, our galactic detective. By peering into CA's A and other supernova remnants, JWST hopes to uncover the secrets of cosmic dust production. Number 17, Sears. In 2015, NASA's Dawn mission stumbled upon a truly bizarre sight on the dwarf planet Ceres, a lone mountain-like structure chilling out near the equator.
Dawn has been able to get as close as 240 miles from the surface, closer even than the International Space Station is to Earth.
This peak, dubbed Ahuna Mons, isn't your everyday mountain. This mountain actually excretes icy, salty water mixed with mud. Who knew a mountain could be a giant, cosmic, slushy machine? The existence of Ahuna Mons suggests that Ceres is more than just a cold, dead rock. It hints at an active, dynamic interior capable of pushing icy, muddy brine to the surface. Number 18. Alcohol. In 2015, Nicolas Biver and his team from the Paris Observatory made a mind-blowing discovery about Comet Lovejoy.
That the Comet Lovejoy was releasing as much alcohol as is in at least 500 bottles of wine every second during its peak activity.
It was trailing ethyl alcohol. But wait, there's more. They also found 21 different organic molecules, including a type of sugar. Comet Lovejoy wasn't just mixing drinks. It brought snacks too. This boozy comet supports the idea that comets might have delivered life-creating ingredients to early Earth. The Rosetta mission added even more to this celestial concoction by discovering that about 45% of the dust emitted by Comet 67P is made up of organic molecules. The carbon in this comet mainly comes in the form of large, organic macromolecules. Number 19. Planetesimals. In 2018, planetary scientists found evidence for pebble accretion, the theory that golf ball-sized space dust clumps came together to form tiny planets, also known as planetesimals, during the early days of planetary formation. Imagine cosmic golf balls bouncing around in space, slowly gathering more and more dust until they transform into mini-planets.
These particles would have been nothing more than microscopic grains of dust at first.
This exciting discovery was brought to you by the brilliant minds at the Astromaterials Research and Exploration Science Division at NASA's Johnson Space Center in Houston, along with NASA's Ames Research Center in Mountain View, California. Their research gives a whole new meaning to the term spaceballs, as it suggests that these tiny dusty pebbles played a crucial role in building our solar system's planetary lineup. Number 20. Ice on Mars. In 2016, scientists hit the jackpot on Mars, discovering an ice layer bigger than New Mexico. This frosty find, buried under 3 to 33 feet of soil, could be a future gold mine for explorers.
NASA's Mars-orbiting satellite, the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, carries a powerful camera called the High-Resolution Imaging Experiment, HiRISE, that captures rich imagery of the red planet's surface.
Leading this icy adventure was Cassie Sturman from the Institute for Geophysics at the University of Texas. Her team's discovery suggests that when we finally send humans to Mars, they might just have a massive, ready-to-use ice stash waiting for them. Think of it as Mars's version of a secret freezer, perfect for sipping some icy drinks while gazing at the red planet's horizon. Number 21. Water on Moon. NASA just made a splash with a moon-tastic discovery. They found water on the sunlit surface of the moon. Yes, you heard that right. Water on the moon's sunny side. While we already knew there was ice lurking in the moon's chilly polar regions, this new revelation is like finding a refreshing drink in the middle of a desert.
These areas strongly suggest the presence of water frozen within the soil.
Back in 2018, scientists found ice at the moon's north and south poles, but the latest find is even cooler. NASA's Stratospheric Observatory for Infrared Astronomy swooped in to reveal that water molecules, the same H2O we guzzle on Earth, are hanging out in Clavius crater. How? With a modified Boeing 747 SP jetliner decked out with a powerful telescope, Sophia spotted the telltale wavelength of water molecules. Number 22. Magnetic turbulence. NASA's magnetospheric multi-scale spacecraft has detected some seriously wild magnetic turbulence. Magnetic reconnection is a process where plasma, charged gases zipping around, collide and merge in a frenzy. This happens in a chaotic area of Earth's outer atmosphere known as the magnetosheath. So what's the big deal? This magnetic event is more than just a spacelight show. It helps scientists understand how these magnetic fireworks might impact our atmosphere, as well as how they could mess with astronauts, satellites, and those signals zipping through space. That is all for today. Keep watching for more such content.